All right, so this is the GT73 bike. I think I'm saying it right. GT73. Looks familiar. So I had it for about maybe a full year. I don't ride it every day, just occasionally, but I rented it out. Came back. It had a code that was coming up, 7E, something like that. It would come up and then it goes away, then it comes up and then it goes away. But what it was doing was the bike would run and skip and run and skip, then it finally takes off. So it would work, but it was kind of skipping. So I have the 2-year warranty on Amazon, but it also came with a 1-year warranty from the manufacturer, but now you can't even find them on Amazon no more. So I definitely still have my warranty. But anyways, the manufacturer sent me a new motor. This is the old one. I already taken it out. I haven't really dissected it yet. I don't really know what was wrong with it. It do smell a little burnt. It smelled a little burnt, and you could probably see the discoloration. Just makes me wonder if it had too much load on it or was overworked. But the new one came, and I followed the instructions and already installed it. It was pretty simple and easy. Cleaned my chain and ran the new wires here. Had to take off the heat shrink. So me being an electrician, we like to color code things: blue with blue, green with green, yellow with yellow. But this is what happened. I'm gonna turn this bike on, and this is with the new motor. So my battery, I'm gonna turn it on. And if you don't have a key, there's a trick you could do to start this up without a key. Let me turn this off first. Okay. Oops, I hate that noise. So what you want to do is hit the power button on 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hit the brakes, and that's how you turn it on without a key. All right, so you learned one thing from me today. So when I give it gas, nothing happens, and you can hear the motor running, but nothing's happening. These motors are designed to go one way. And what I believe, and I only found one website that says it's backwards. These wires are backwards. I think it's the yellow and blue. So since you guys are on here, let's just power this down. I like to do things safe. And then I'm going to turn the battery off because I don't want to mess up nothing. All right, did I turn the right battery off? I know it's 2 of them. All right, turn both batteries off. All right, let's power it down. I'm gonna disconnect the blue, disconnect the green, and hook the blue with the green. I wonder if these are the motor wires, which way it goes. And I'm gonna hook that one. So blue with green, green with blue. And I believe they say yellow could stay yellow, but maybe you have to change that one up too. So I'm gonna turn the power back on, and we're gonna power this back. All right, get that up. Remember my little trick: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hit the brakes, and let's give it a little gas. Up, hit the brakes again. Now let's give it a little gas, and still nothing. It's rotating, but something's still not right. So maybe that didn't do it. All right, I'm gonna put this down and do some troubleshooting. Be right back. Losing some daylight, so nothing worked. I swapped these back and forth just like the internet says to do, and it still didn't work. Who knows? So what I'm gonna do is just take this motor off and just check it out to see if if everything is hooked up and going the right way. I didn't think there's no way you could put this in backwards that I could think of. The cable's on this side, and that's the old one. This is the new one, so I don't know what the heck is going on. All right, stay tuned. All right, so I got the wheel off. You see that this spins like this, but this is spinning counterclockwise. I wonder if this is backwards. Maybe that's backwards. Let's see. Let's see what this is. No, this one's spinning counterclockwise too. It doesn't go clockwise, it's counter. So this one is counter. So what the heck is going on? What's not catching? All right, let's unscrew this bad puppy again. Like I said, I thought everything was nice and simple. The only thing that doesn't show in the instruction is this is blue Loctite. Thank God it's not red. If yours gets stuck, just put a little heat to it with a little torch. Just for a little bit, it'll break it. Break the Loctite, crystallize it. Something I seen somebody do when they put the new one on, they put some weatherproof silicone under here, and then they pressed it all back down together. So I do like that ideal. That would definitely make it a better waterproof. And I probably they should have sent some new hardware out so you can reapply some blue Loctite, but maybe I should go get me some blue Loctite and apply some new on there. But I don't want to do that until I'm 100% sure that this is on right. Before I go that far with it, I don't want to have to keep struggling with this. At least with that motor, it still works. This one here, you can hear the motor running, but you don't see anything turning. So something is not catching, because if I'm not sure, maybe this is what rotates. All right, we're gonna pop her out. I think I got them all out of here. Take that out. That way. Kind of came out easy like that. All right, stay tuned. I'm gonna just pull this out. Okay, just had to hit it with a little mallet on this end. Not too hard, just hit it there. And it'll come out nice and easy. Like so. Oh, you know what? I bet it's missing that pin. There should have been a pin that locked that in place. And it's probably not hitting these gears here because it was just sitting there. And there should have been a pin right in, you see that little square? There should be a pin there. So, give me a sec here. Pull that out. My video's kind of crappy, I understand. I'm so sorry. Okay, got this out. Yeah, there should have been a pin in there. That goes in like this. And then that connects there. I bet it wasn't even hitting all the way in. How the hell is this one? Does this one have a pin? See, this one's locked like it should be. It even has a spacer. This didn't even come with the spacer here. It didn't even have this. So I might need to reuse the spacer. So that's something I noticed that didn't come in the package when all this came together. And I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna get that out and reuse that. That's bogus. They sent me this crap, and it doesn't even have all the right parts. Wow. Well, I'm gonna clean this up like I should have done the first time. And then, because that's what one of the instructions says, kind of clean this up. I wonder, where's the magnets at? I don't see any magnets in here. Unless it's all in the motor, I guess. Unless those are the magnets here. All right, that's what I'm missing, guys. So if you having a problem with this slipping, and you just got shipped out a brand new motor, I thought it was that, but it's not. It's this. You don't have that pin in there. This should not be coming out like this. It should be in there. Oh, see, that's where it gets connected right in there. And it didn't come that way. Wow. Should have inspected this before I got started, but I wasn't paying attention to it until I was trying to figure out what the heck was happening here. And now I know. And I don't even know where I could get that part from. I don't even know if I could remove that part from the other one. All right, wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. All right, so I was able to get this pin. I just seen somebody else's video. They was able to get this pin from the old one. So how they did it, I'm just gonna reenact it because somebody was calling me. So let's just imagine all this is still back together and that pin was in there. So I just held that right there, and then take your hammer and hit there inwards, and then this eventually start coming out like that, and then that pin in here is gonna drop, and then you could take it and put it on the new one, which is right there. You see it kind of filled in there, and then you're gonna put this washer, which they didn't send this, on top. I don't like that this is not really packed with grease like this one. So I'm gonna add some Good Mobile 28. So, all right, stay tuned. I'm gonna break this up a little bit. See, I don't want to use too much grease, not as much as this, because what's probably happening for using so much grease, I bet that grease got hot and started to drip through the motor, through the little vent holes here, and then probably seeped into the coils. So I'm not gonna put this much grease on it. So I just put a little bit more than what it had. But I'm not trying to cause an issue where that grease goes down these holes here. Try not to overdo it, because this will get warm after a while. And other than that, I think we are good. I cleaned this area out, because what I'm gonna do is use some silicone, and then I'm just gonna pour it all on here. I'm 99% confident that this is gonna work now. And then I have some new blue Loctite, if I could find it. So I'm going to apply some more new blue Loctite on these screws, because since I loosen them up, they're loose, and I don't want them to be loose. All right, so all right, I'm gonna put this together and start tightening things up. Okay, I got everything on and adjusted tight. And let's give it some power. So I got it back to the original color. Let's turn this battery on. Come on, where are you? Got some juice. Turn this one on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Break. Break again. Give it a little juice, and there she goes. She's going forward. That's it. All right, gonna take it for a test ride. And last but least, you wanna make sure you heat shrink these. Actually double heat shrink them, if that makes sense. I put like a small heat shrink underneath, and then I put another small piece on, then I put the big one on. Now, this is just to keep it together so they won't fall apart and kind of waterproof it a bit.